Ortiz Jr. You're listening to Mr. Boxing Today.
This is Gerald Washington, Heavyweight Boxing. Please watch Mr. Heavyweight Boxing Today.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Chris the Nightmare Ariola, and you're watching Mr. Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? Razvan Kanjanu, Chris Ariola, twice. Bermain Stavern, it will be twice. Eric Molina, twice. Gerald Washington, Johan Duapa, Arthur Spilka, Dominic Brazil, Charles Martin, Tsar Glaskov. Huey Fury is the mandatory for a title shot. Kurbet Pulev had a title shot against Klitschko, and he is in line to get his second title shot within the last couple years. Hell, man, even Andres Wawrzyk was going to get a shot had he didn't fail his drug test. Povetkin was going to get his title shot, a second title shot against Wilder, had he not had his drug testing issues. I said all those dudes' names. Do you know what they all have in common? They all have fought for a version of the world title in the last couple years. So when I say all those names, and you tell me a guy like Luis Ortiz, oh yeah, Bryant Jennings, he's another one. He got to fight Klitschko. Ironically, somebody that Luis Ortiz beat. I could throw Tony Thompson in there and say he fought for the title twice, but I'm talking just in the last couple years. You know, man, I make these videos and people come on here and say, you fanboy this and fanboy that. I'm so sick of that, man, because it's like every video, if it's a positive video about that fighter, I'm a fanboy. If it's a video where it's not even a criticism, but it's just shit, I'm just calling it down the line, you're hating. So I'm kind of over that, man. But the part about, I just named all those fighters, man. All them fucking fighters I just named, they all fought for titles. But somebody like Luis Ortiz, nah, he don't deserve it. Kick him to the curb. And this whole thing about, see, this type of shit isn't good enough for me. When people say stuff like, well, he'll beat him anyways. He shouldn't get a title shot because Joshua just beat him anyways. Wilder would just beat him anyways. Park would just beat him anyways. That shit doesn't cut it for me as a fan. That cuts it for you? That you shouldn't see the fight because he'll beat him anyways? Is that how we're doing boxing now, you guys? You know, I just had I was talking to my dad yesterday, man. We talked for about 2 hours. My dad is 56 years old. I'm 37 years old, man. And when we talk, we'll talk about life, but then we'll talk about boxing. It's funny, man. As long as me and my father has been having me watching boxing, and yesterday we talked about the big John Tate and Mike Weaver fight. We talked about a few heavyweight fights from the 70s and 80s. And you know what? Me and my father never, and I know my discussion with my father would be different than talking here online to some of you guys, but my dad never told me, oh, well, you know, he would have beat him anyways. Don't y'all want to see the fight? This is the problem I have, you know, with the heart. And I'm a fan of all these fighters. I'm not going to do videos about fighters that I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of the whole heavyweight division. So for you new subscribers, this is what I do on YouTube. I talk about heavyweights. This is what I do. But when we're saying that dudes shouldn't get, and then the fact that Luis Ortiz has been rated #1 or #2 by the WBA for 5 fucking straight years, and he hadn't got a title shot yet, don't that make you scratch your head? And some of you are trying to compare Luis Ortiz. I get what some of you are saying. Mandatories are kind of messing up the sport sometimes. We want to see unification and undisputed. Exactly. But there's different circumstances. Luis Ortiz, in my opinion, just isn't a regular mandatory where we're like, man, who the hell is this guy? It's fucking Luis Ortiz. We know who he is. I don't want to go by he will get beat anyways. Or, and this is another one. He didn't look great against David Allen and who else did he fight? Malik Scott. Okay, what the fuck is that? He won the fights. We're doing that now, man. If you win the fight clearly, but you didn't look like fucking, you know, a real version of King Kong, you don't deserve to fucking move on. You got to stay stagnant and stay right there. I'm passionate and emotional right now because Yes, I'm a boxing fan. This is what y'all want. You want a boxing fan to talk to you. I don't work for ESPN. I don't work for Sky Sports. I'm passionate for dudes getting their shots. Whether he win, lose, draw, whether his real age is 66 years old, I don't care, man. Because when he was beaten, and I respect him, but when he was beating the hell out of Brian Jennings, we loved him. It was 2 years ago. And, he didn't look great against David. Well, fucking Dillian White didn't look great against David Allen. Some of you I see in the comment section want to see Dillian White fight everybody. I don't care if Luis Ortiz wins, lose, or draw. That's not the point. The point is he's been number 1 or number 2 for 5 years, man. Is he the only fighter to ever do this in history? Was there other fighters way back in the days in the 60s and 70s that would go 10 years without? Yes, man. That's correct. But why should he just be follow that same road? When we can fix this shit, there's more titles around now than there was back in the day. So it should be easier to get a title shot now. This isn't the 60s and 50s where guys have to wait 10 years in the 40s, waiting all their damn lives to get a title shot. We have more titles now, and dudes are still being skipped over. Andres fucking Rodriguez was going to get a title shot. Come on, man. If you're doing the list of 10 top heavyweights, you're going to have Ortiz in there. You might have him at number 10. You might have him at number 2. He's going to be in there, man, from the majority of boxing fans. I don't give a fuck if he's really 60 years old. I don't care if Anthony Joshua beats him in 20 seconds. Get a man his title shot. This isn't some obscure guy we've never heard of, man. I'm not trying to hear about name and money. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm a fan. That's where I am, man. He'll get beat anyways. I don't use that logic. He'll get beat anyways. I don't want to see recycled rematches right now, man. I'm not really interested in Kirbet Pulev fighting for, although I like Kirbet Pulev, but I want to see some fresh people get title shots. In the last 2-3 years, man, we're getting dudes that had multiple. Dog, Eric Molina fought for the title twice, man. Twice in 18 months. And we just sitting around just like, well, hey, man, Chris Arreola, you can fight for it twice. Ortiz, nah, man, you failed a drug test 3 years ago. I know you had 6 fights in between then, and Jennings said he wasn't going to fight you unless it was strict drug testing, and he did it and went in there and put you down. But you know what? Nah. Man, come on, man. Really? Again, you're just being an Ortiz fan. Like, just, man, no, I'm telling you I'm not. I'm telling you that the fact that the dude's been rated for 5 straight years, man, and he had that little gap where he served his suspension for his drug test. People are acting like this dude went unscathed. Like they just said, okay, all right. No, he got pushed out the WBA rankings for, was it 9 months? And then as soon as he won the fight, he went to number 10. I think he won another fight after that. He went to 8. Then he was right back up in the top 2 and number 1. He kept going for number 2 and number 1 for 5 straight years. And I know it's different circumstances. Yeah, Mr. Boxing, you're not pointing out that Rodriguez was going to be a replacement. I don't give a fuck if he's replacement, mandatory, or voluntary. The fact that that dude was in a position to get a title shot. Dominic Brazil, half you guys think the dude, before he fought Joshua, everybody said the dude was a bum. I never thought that. You guys think Charles Martin's a bum, right? All these dudes fought for titles. But yeah, man, you're right. He didn't look good against David Allen. He didn't look good against Malik Scott. The dude ran the whole fight. Scott is a good defensive fighter. I said before the fight it wasn't going to be a second round blow. I don't know if you guys listened to me closely, but I said it wasn't going to be a second round blowout. I said he's going to have to track that dude down, and don't be surprised if it goes to decision. Yes, I know Scott has been knocked out before, but I also know by using my eyes and not just calling everybody a damn bum, watching him fight, that, man, the dude, to be as tall as he is and weigh as much as he does, he has pretty good footwork, pretty good head movement, balance. He has skill. Sometimes he just doesn't put it all together, in my opinion. I knew that wasn't going to be some 30-second highlight clip. But yeah, man, you're right. He didn't, although he won, he didn't look good. That's what we're going by, if you look good or not. Damn if you maintain your ranking and won and you need to move forward. You didn't look good in a win. like this was some close fight. Like we were sitting there biting our fingernails and he won a decision on a robbery. He clearly beat some damn David Allen and Malik Scott. Man, come on, man. And again, I don't care if you think he'll lose. That's not the point. All them dudes I just named, it's okay for them to fight for titles. You'll watch the fight. You can't wait for them fights to come on. Or maybe you hate the fight. But the fact that them guys got to fight for titles and this dude just ain't going to get a title shot. Or he is going to get one, but he got to wait 3 more fights. I don't give a damn who has the WBA title. It doesn't matter if it's Joshua. It doesn't matter if it's Deontay Wilder. And yeah, somebody said, won't you ever speak on? Man, I do speak on Ortiz getting a title shot with the WBC. But the difference is, I don't know if you guys are not looking at the rankings. The difference is they don't have him at #1 or the mandatory for the WBC. But when he was rated highly, dude, I said it a million times, him and Stavern need to fight for that mandatory position, or they need to just let Ortiz get it. I don't give a damn who he gets his title shot against. Just give the man a title shot so we can see what happens. And if he gets dusted up, then hey, he got his chance. Just like everybody else I just named.